Griselda is chilling solo in the dark, feeling low after that new ammo car whackness. But then Isabel rolls in trying to lift her spirits. They hit up this fancy bar for some drinks. After kicking it with a bunch of white people in slow motion, Griselda's like, "Yo, Arturo, we can just sell drugs to these white folks." Homeboy's confused. They're already sitting on 10 kilos that they can't move, and she's talking about hitting up some dude, Herman Paneso, about floating 100 keys. Dude's straight up perplexed, but Griselda's like, once Herman sees what I got brewing, he's gonna want to jump on board, man, trust. The turn up is real in there. They turn that bar into a whole, like, club.
That shit looks fun. It's like a music video or something.
Yeah.
They're kicking it.
A whole rap video.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
This is another one of those things. More crazy than female narcos don't exist to me. It's crazy that there is a time in history where there were drug dealers.
Mm-hmm. There are drug dealers.
Drug dealers existed. Selling cocaine. There were people selling cocaine, and they weren't selling it to white people? Who are they selling it to? You weren't selling it to your own people?
I can't imagine. Yeah, exactly.
I can't imagine selling drugs and I only sell to one demographic of person. And
it's not the right one.
And it's like, I get it. You're like, you're all right. So the white folks aren't going to want to come deal with minorities, but you guys are selling cocaine. Like,
yeah, where else are they gonna get it? Like,
yeah.
For me, it's like I can't imagine a time where it was hard for white people to get cocaine.
Right? 1975, I guess. Like, fuck, man, we got to go talk to these Hispanics if we want cocaine. I really wish there was a nice white man I could buy cocaine off of.
But that's what she does. She gives them white people to buy cocaine from.
I believe I said so when we were watching the episode, and it's got to be true because I'm reminded again. Watching Narcos, that was low-key Pablo Escobar's plan too, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's sell to white people. I was like, ding, ding, ding. We'll just sell. Because for him, it was specifically, we'll sell in America because white people love cocaine so much. We'll just start shipping all this shit to Miami.
And she had already gotten to Miami, and then this gave her the idea.
Mm-hmm.
How she turned an unassuming, fancy bar full of what looks like America's population of stuck-up, rich white folks into like a whole, I mean, I'm talking about, it was a party in there. Yeah. It wasn't like, a bunch of people kind of dancing. There's Frank Sinatra band playing.
It's also a different time in history where I don't want to say it wasn't taboo, but we've seen enough stuff from like the 70s and 80s at this point. Motherfuckers was doing cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, and it's time.
Like, how else would you know?
Where it wasn't stigmatized as badly as it is today. It's another one. It's like
I mean, what do you mean stigmatized though? Because in the media, this stuff was being like pretty much coined as the devil. Like people were tearing this shit apart. Who
cares? That's the media.
People cared. People cared, man. You talking about the war on crime?
The war on drugs. The war on drugs hadn't started yet. I guess with Nixon and stuff, kind of, yeah, in Vietnam, but like Reagan wasn't president yet. The war on drugs hasn't started yet. Just Say No hadn't started yet. People were still doing cocaine in the club like it was a smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
You just needed an avenue to get it that you were comfortable with. And if you weren't comfortable talking to a dude like me or you to get cocaine, you weren't going to do it. But once your fucking tennis instructor was selling it, it's different.
Yes. I'll have 300 keys. Which is crazy. Like, she's asking for this 100-kilo float. Like, this is out of the picture for like a regular dude. I think Herman even says like,
yo no le fío 100 kilos ni a mi propio hijo. Y eso que ese malparido medio lo estimo.
This is unconventional as fuck.
Yeah.
For you to be asking for 100 kilos for free and then telling me to come back next week with more drugs. Mm-hmm. You gonna have to show me.
Mm-hmm.
And she does. But yes, the whole idea the 100-kilo flow idea, I can see that as revolutionary. But the idea that selling cocaine to white people
was ever revolutionary. The fact that was ever a revolutionary idea is mind-boggling.
It's crazy because, like,
it's like, let's sell weed to black people.
Exactly. Ironically,
who'd have thought?
Ironically, you can look at that as like ethnic targeting.
Yeah.
The same way we talk about black people being targeted with crack.
Yeah, they targeted white folks with cocaine.
Yes.
And we're like, they were right.
They were right.
I don't think anybody likes cocaine more.
Not even Colombian.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, okay, guys, slow down.
American Caucasians like cocaine more than anyone else in the world.
Any other demographic in the world. I think we are like the largest consumer of recreational drugs on the planet. Like,
I believe it.
We some high ass motherfuckers.
I live here. I get it.